Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing problem 917, reverse only letters. Also my lips are blue right now because I just ate some candy, so just ignore that. Okay, so given a string S, reverse the string according to the following rules. All of the characters that are not English letters remain in the same position. All the English letters, lowercase or uppercase, should be reversed. Return S after reversing it. Okay, so basically, we're given a string like this, for example, and um, anything that's not a letter, we keep there. So, like all the dashes, um, the exclamation points, like here, we keep in the same spot, and then all of the letters, we reverse. So, like this T ends up here, and that ends up here, and the dash stays the same because it's a dash, and so on. Okay, so I think there's a few ways you can do this. You can either convert this string into a char array, or you can use a string builder. And I think I'm going to use a string builder. So we can initialize a string builder. And I'm just going to basically duplicate this string, but just as a string builder instead. If for you guys who don't know, string builder is kind of like a hack for strings, like when you're working with strings, because it improves the time complexity. Because basically when you have a string, every time you modify the string, because strings in Java are immutable, so every time you modify the string, you basically have to create a new string, which over time is like really bad for the time complexity. Like it can really add up. So it's not recommended. But string builder is very similar to a string, and it is mutable. So this is like a more time efficient way of like working with strings. So anyways, so we initialize that, and then we are going to want to have two different pointers, probably like a left and a right, starting from 0 and length -1, working our way towards the middle here. That way we can compare them and see if they are a letter or like a non-letter, so like an exclamation point or a dash or something. That way we know whether we want to swap them or not. So I'm going to initialize those. So int left equals 0, int right is going to be s dot length -1. And then we are going to want to start moving our pointers inwards. So while left is less than right. And then here we are iterating through this string. So from 0 and length -1, working our way towards the middle and comparing the two. So we can start with left. So if the character on the left is not a letter, so it would be like a dash or exclamation or something. And this is the syntax for a string builder. It's a little bit different from strings, so just be cautious of that. And we're going to say, so the string builder, the character on the left. So we're starting with there. Then we are just going to want to move on. We're not going to do anything other than increment left. We're just going to skip over it. Like let's say left is here. We're not going to do anything with this. We're just going to skip over it. So that way we are not reversing it. So then we'll just want to do the same thing for the right pointer. So if the right one is not a letter, then we'll do the same thing, except we will minus. So we're same thing here. If it's like right is here, for example, we'll just skip over it and right will be here. And so we don't do anything with this dash. Okay, and then otherwise, if they are both a letter, then, or if, yeah, I guess we would get to a point where both of them are a letter, then we'll want to swap them. So we can create a temp variable and assign it to the character in the left pointer, and then we'll just want to swap them. So this is how you do a swap. You so temp is going to be the left, so then we'll set the left to the right, and then it's going to get overwritten. So index left to the right one. And then we'll want to set the right one to temp, because if we set this to left, like left is already rewritten from the one on the right. So like, let me show you here. Let's say it's this, and then left is A and right is J or something. Then we will replace this with J, and then like if we set right directly to left, then it'll just be like J, which is not what we want. We wanted the A, which we assigned to temp. So we'll just assign the right one to temp, like so. So right to temp, just like that. Okay, and then at the end here, oh, and then, sorry, we will want to also, so after we swap the two letters, then we'll want to increment left and decrement right. So we'll just move on. So left plus plus, right minus minus. And then after all of this, we will return our string builder, but as a string, just like that. Oh, sorry, return, almost forgot that. Okay, let's run it, submit. Okay, yeah, so that works. Okay, and then now we will go over the time and space complexity. So let's pull that down a little bit so we can see here. Okay, so the time here is going to be O of n because we have this while loop here, and everything inside the while loop is constant. So we just have like if-else statements that are just, so all of these are just constant. And at most, left and right are going to visit every single character in the string one time. So where in this case, O of n, n is the length of this string. And then for the space complexity, it's also O of n, because we have this string builder, and the string builder is going to be storing every single character that's in the string as well. So n is also the length of the string. So yeah, that's it. This one was not too bad. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know what problems you want to see next. Thank you.